We are wait, this guys. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Hwarang Gala event. Let's just do this way.
welcome. Our 10th annual Hwarang Youth Foundation Charity Gala will begin in 5 minutes. Please begin taking your seats.
Are you gonna spin the camera?
No, I'm okay. You're fine.
Oh, okay. Five minutes. I'm still here. Five minutes. By then, from here, swivel back. Okay. Simple enough. I don't like how we don't have a leveler, but honestly, it's...
Are you like, do you work?
I don't really work. I just kind of... I'm interested in film.
Okay, nice. It's a really fun job. This one, not too fun, but...
Have you been in a sets?
Yeah, I work.
That's
I'm
nice.
a freelance DP.
Do you have social media?
What was that?
Do you have a social media?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe after the event, once I'm done with all of this, I could follow you
Yeah,
on
go for it,
Instagram.
yeah. Good shot.
Thank you. I think yours is a little nicer though.
Mine's,
Nike.
I'm tighter. He's wide.
Good evening, everyone. Our gala ceremony will begin in 3 minutes. Please take your seats as we prepare to start this evening's program.
Oh, I can. Wait, this makes it so much better. Holy. Okay. I'm like just discovering this as a... Just for now. There we go. That's good.
네. 2분 뒤에 화랑 가라를 시작하도록 하겠습니다. 밖에 계신 분들은 안에 자리에 오셔서 착석해 주시면 바로 시작하도록 하겠습니다.
alumni, and Hwarang members, good evening. Thank you for joining us to celebrate this evening of leadership, service, and community. My name is Gala, and it has been my privilege to serve as your national chairperson this term. I will be one of your MCs for the first part of the ceremony.
It is truly a joy to have you all here tonight. My name is Audrey Lee, and I have the honor of serving as your National Secretary this term. It is my pleasure to be one of the MCs this evening alongside my co-host, Yana.
Tonight, we gather to celebrate the incredible accomplishments and leadership of Hwarang members, alongside our community leaders. Tonight, we also celebrate a meaningful transition as a senior member graduate and a new graduation of leaders steps forward.
Looking around this room, we see people carrying their own stories and unique light. Some have even traveled long distances to be here tonight. Tonight's theme, Connected by Purpose, reminds us how Hwarang's 5 principles of love guide us to work together to create a collective, positive impact on our communities.
Before we begin tonight's program, we would like to thank our esteemed guests, generous supporters, dedicated parents, and alumni for joining us tonight. Your encouragement and commitment have helped shape the impact we have made throughout our communities this year.
Please also join us in recognizing the remarkable efforts of our Hwarang members and leaders with a warm round of applause.
To begin this evening's gala, we will now proceed with our leadership transition ceremony. This tradition symbolizes the passing of responsibility, service, and leadership from one generation of Hwarang leaders to the next.
Please welcome our chapter presidents as they enter and pass their respective chapter flags to the incoming presidents, marking the official transition of chapter leadership.
Let us give all of our chapter leaders a well-deserved round of applause for their service and commitment throughout the year.
These flags represent the mission and values that unite every member of our foundation through service, leadership, and global citizenship. Representing Hwarang's growing international presence, please welcome Hewitt Chairperson Yana Lee, and 2026 to 2027 National Chairperson Alexis Lee. The national flag represents the leadership and unity, our foundation across all chapters and districts located in the United States. Representing Northern California, we welcome Irene Yang and Xiu Lee carrying the Silicon Valley District flag. The Silicon Valley District continues to demonstrate exceptional leadership, innovation, and commitment to service. Next, we have Evelyn Hong and Yuna Oh carrying the Guatemala District flag. This flag represents the international spirit of Hwarang and reminds us that service transcends geographical boundaries. Please welcome our 2025 to 2026 Summit Chairperson Angela Lee and our 2026 to 2027 Summit Chairperson Gina Yu carrying the foundation flag. The foundation flag represents the collective efforts of every member, volunteer, parent, and leader who has contributed to the growth and success of Hwarang Youth Foundation.
Now, please rise as we welcome the entrance of our final flags. We welcome Madeline Lee carrying the flag of the Republic of Korea and passing it down to the 2026 to 2027 OC District Chairperson Chloe Kim.
Please welcome Elizabeth Kay carrying the flag of the United States of America, passing it down to the 2026 to 2027 LA District Chairperson Noah Hall.
You may now be seated. This concludes our leadership transition ceremony. Thank you to all of our past presidents and officers for their hard work and commitment. And we especially look forward to the leadership and continued dedication of our incoming leaders in the upcoming year.
We now invite everyone to rise as we proceed with the Korean and American Pledge of Allegiance and the national anthems. Please place your right hand over your heart.
나는 자랑스러운 태극기 앞에 자유롭고 정의로운 대한민국의 무궁한 영광을 위하여 충성을 다할 것을 굳게 다짐합니다.
Please remain standing for the American Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, for liberty and justice for all. You may now be seated.
Please rise, I apologize. Next, we will be singing both the Korean national anthem, Egukka, and the Star Spangled Banner.
You may now be seated. Next, we are honored to recognize the chapters who have traveled from afar to join us this evening. As your chapter is announced, please rise. From Silicon Valley, we have our altos, San Francisco, Santa Clara, Fremont, Dublin, and Cupertino chapters. From interstate are Chicago, and Bethany chapters. Ecuador, they have traveled incredible distances to be here with us this evening. Please join us in welcoming them with a warm round of applause once again. You may now be seated.
At this time, it is my honor to introduce someone who has led this foundation with unwavering dedication, heart, and grace throughout the 2025 to 2026 term. As your national chairperson, she has guided our members, strengthened our community, and carried the spirit of Hwarang in all she has done. Please welcome to the stage, Yana Lee.
Good evening, everyone, distinguished guests, elected officials, parents, and dear Hwarang members. Before anything else, I want to sincerely thank our elected officials and honored guests for being here tonight. Your presence alone tells our youth that what they are doing matters. That means everything. My name is Yana Lee, and I have had the honor of serving as a national chairperson this term. So, why are we all here tonight? Is it for the awards? I mean, maybe a little. Is it to feel proud? Absolutely. But really, the reason we are all gathered here is to commemorate our youth leaders. The countless hours they have poured into this community, the sacrifices they have made, and the growth they have shown. That is what tonight is truly about. I want to be honest about something. A lot of times, we measure people by the position they hold. But I have never seen it in that way. Whether you are an officer or a member, I see you the same. A title does not determine your worth, and a leadership role should never define what someone at the end of the day, you're all deserving of a styrofoam cup. And what I mean by that is stay humble and stay grounded. Because what truly separates those who grow from those who don't isn't talent or position. It's whether you're willing to take the opportunity placed right in front of you and do something about it. Not just once, but consistently and with genuine heart. Because one day you will look back and the last thing you want to feel is, what if? We are so privileged to have the opportunities Hwarang gives us. And sometimes we forget to stop and recognize just how much we have already accomplished. So tonight, be proud of yourself. You have come further than you realize. Now, I have to take a moment for the people who made this possible for me personally. Mom and Dad, 10 years of early mornings, late nights, and never once complaining. You have supported my sister and me through every single step of this journey without hesitation. I would not be standing here without you guys. I love you both so much. Mr. Park, Mrs. Park, and Hannah teacher, every time I stepped forward, your encouragement was always there. Your kindness and guidance made me more confident than I ever thought I could be. Thank you for believing in me. And to every Hwarang member in this room, the applause tonight is not mine. It belongs to every one of you who showed up, who served, and who genuinely cared. You are the reason any of these means something. Because it was never about who stands at the front, it's about what we build together. Thank you.
Thank you, Gala, for your inspiring speech and dedicated leadership to our organization over the past few years and during this term as national chairperson.
You're deeply honored to welcome a distinguished representative of the Republic of Korea to our stage this evening. As Consul General, he serves as a bridge between our Korean heritage and the communities we call home, a mission that resonates deeply with the heart of Hwarang. Please welcome Consul General Young-won Kim.
안녕하세요. 반갑습니다. 방금 소개하는 김영환입니다. 반갑습니다. Good evening. 그리고 it is my great pleasure to celebrate the 2026 ceremony, Gala and awarding ceremony, and congratulate a historic milestone, the 25th anniversary of the Hwarang Youth Foundation. 딱 여기까지만 영어로 하고요. 그 다음부터는 한국말 더 잘 아실 거라고 생각하고 한국말 한 3가지 정도만 이야기를 하고 내려가겠습니다. 제 congratulatory speech는 아마 책자에 다 있고요. 책자에 읽어보시면 다 알 것 같습니다. 제가 3가지 간단히 말씀드린 거는, 드리고 싶은 말은, 첫 번째는 제가 이 장소를 한 3-4번 와본 것 같습니다. 여기서 ACT를 찾던 것 같은데요. 제가 그 아이를 데리고 ACT 치는 여기로 와봤는데, 이 말씀을 드리는 이유는 아마 이 시기가 우리 영 리더들도 그렇고 어머님, 아버님들도 그렇고 우리 영 리더들이 자기가 누구인지, 자기의 아이덴티티를 찾아가는 아주 중요한 시기라고 생각합니다. This is a time period for our young leaders to find who you are and how others view you and how you view yourself. 아마 이거는 이 순간만의 문제가 아니고 아마 lifelong journey일 겁니다. To find who you are. lifelong journey라고 생각하고요. 제가 말씀드리고 싶은 거는 여러분들은 제가 한국 정부를 대표해서 나와 있기 때문에 여러분들은 Korean 찾아보면 찾아볼수록 your identity makes you all the more Korean and more American, destined to be loved by both countries. 라고 저는 생각을 합니다. 왜냐하면 you are linking two countries together. 라고 생각을 합니다. 그래서 I have a deep respect of your journey. Very much proud of your identity. 라고 생각을 합니다. 첫 번째 제가 말씀드릴 거고요. 두 번째는 제가 화랑 축사를 해달라고 해서 찾아보니까 화랑의 모토가 화랑 유스 파운데이션의 모토가 Today's Hwarang, Tomorrow's Leadership. A leader needs a friend to share goals and a partner to share their heart with and a nation to serve with all of your hearts 라고 되어 있습니다. That's the best life one can live 라고 되어 있는데 리더가 되려면 비전이 있어야 됩니다. 제가 그 리더십을 찾아보니까 역시 비전과 그 다음에 아이덴티티 그리고 inspiration, courage, resilience 이런 게 필요한데요. 제가 이 말씀을 드리는 이유는 리더가 되기 위해서는 스트롱 비전이 있어야 되는데 그 스트롱 비전의 파운데이션이 뭐냐? 제가 보기에는 스트롱 코리안 아이덴티티입니다. 그래서 please be proud of your Korean heritage. Taking your journey of growth and success in this diverse society of melting pot, salad bowl, or maybe mosaic society begins with embracing your unique Korean American identity wholeheartedly because it steers your action and choices. 라고 말씀드리고 싶습니다. Number two, embrace your culture and language in its totality. And it is the soul of our people. 이라고 생각합니다. 제가 얼마 전에 2021년인가요? 그때 봉준호 감독이 아카데미 베스트 감독상, 작품상을 타면서 했던 말인지 아니면 BTS가 했던 말인지 정확히 기억은 안 나는데 뭐라고 했냐면 most local, most personal, so most global, and most creative라고 그랬습니다. 아마 그 사람들이 말하고 싶은 거는 being yourself, the emphasis on true Koreanness and ability to express your genuine self has been a major factor in their global appeal and success. 라고 생각합니다. 그래서 마찬가지로 우리 노력들, our endeavors to nurture strong Korean identity and pride truly makes yourself strong, resilient, and global. 라고 생각합니다. 마지막으로는 역시 화랑의 그 홈페이지를 가보니까 역시 비전은 to be the global leader in community라고 되어 있는데요. 글로벌 리더가 되십시오. 여러분 나이대가 가장 크리에이티브하고 가장 에너제틱할 때입니다. 여러분의 크리에이티브하고 편견되지 않은 마음이 unbiased mind가 가장 소중한 겁니다. 그걸 잘 길러서 작게는 우리 커뮤니티에, 크게는 한국과 미국의 연결고리가 되어줬으면 좋겠습니다. 다시 한번 congratulations for young leaders recognized tonight, and thank you for inviting me, thank you for having me to provide me such an excellent opportunity to address this wonderful audience. And I express my gratitude to Hwarang Youth Foundation leadership, staff, volunteers, and to the most, the parents and sponsors. Thank you very much, all.
Consul General Kim, for your thoughtful remarks and for taking the time to be with us tonight. Your leadership and presence truly means a lot to our Hwarang community. We are honored to announce the recipients of the Certificate of Appreciation Award presented by Consul General Kim.
Congratulations to our recipients, Emily Kim
and Audrey Lee.
Our next guest has dedicated her career to serving the people of California's 40th Congressional District with integrity and purpose. A proud Korean American leader, she has been a steadfast advocate for our community, and we are honored by her presence and support this evening. Please welcome to the stage Congresswoman Young Kim.
It's such an honor and pleasure to be here and join you this evening. First of all, I want to congratulate you, Gala and Audrey, for doing a very wonderful job. Thank you. And for all the leaders that are on the stage, for your hard work and dedication to making our community a better place to live and work in. Thank you so much. For everyone who's being recognized, congratulations. As was introduced, I currently represent California's 48th Congressional District that includes Orange, San Bernardino, and Riverside counties. So I'm pretty sure every one of you who are in this room are from those three counties, right? Yeah. Except for our guests from Northern California and from other countries. So we welcome all of you. It's such an honor to represent you all. I also want to thank your founder, Mr. Howard Park, wonderful dear friend Sarah also for doing a great job. Your summit chair Angela Lee, all of your leadership that I hear, good job. And members of Hwarang and volunteers, most importantly parents, for continuing to be inspiration and encouraging your students to participate in this Hwarang programs. I want to thank all of you for your tireless efforts year after year in making this organization a success. Hwarang Youth Foundation is truly a remarkable organization, and I look at this as a community that continues to shape the next generation of leaders with courage, compassion, and purpose. Hwarang is based on core principles of civic engagement, cultural exchange, more importantly, putting in all of that together to provide community service. And I've had, over the years, many opportunities to witness the incredible work that Hwarang does in our community. And I want to sincerely thank you all for your leadership and commitment to service. You excel in schools. Every one of you, I'm pretty sure you're all A students, right? And you volunteer at campaigns like mine, like Dave Mins, like Fred Jones, and everyone who are here as an elected officers. We couldn't be here without your dedicated service and volunteer work. So I want to take this opportunity to thank you all for who have helped me, especially since all of us are just coming off of those, June 2nd primary. I think my colleagues will agree that we couldn't be doing what we do without your volunteer work. So thank you for that. In addition to that, I know you also fundraise to help those vulnerable and underserved individuals in and around our communities. So for that, thank you. And you host annual vision concert, I understand, and you organize community cleanup projects. And I know these are just some of the things that I know that you do day in, day out, year after year, that are making a difference in the lives of so many around us. So students, I just want to have a very, very short encouraging words. I just want you to continue doing what you do because your service matters, your voice matters, and your dreams matter. Whatever the dream that you have, keep reaching for it. Strive high, and you're going to get there because we have already witnessed it, and I know you can make it. You remind us all that the future is not something that we wait for, it is something that we build together. So in that regard, I implore all of you, parents, continue to encourage your students, community leaders, continue to sponsor and support their activities, and policymakers like myself and my colleagues who are here, we commit ourselves to lifting up the next generation of leaders by providing you with opportunities to intern, to be a fellow, to continue to seek whatever that dream may be. We're here to serve as your mentors. I truly believe mentor-mentee relationship is what is going to get you the first foot in the door and get you far ahead. And because I believe when we empower young people to lead, we don't just change their lives, we change the world, as you are doing already. So students, the lessons you learn here through Hwarang, I believe are very critical, developing your resilience, your compassion, and your leadership abilities. And I know these traits will carry you very far ahead. American leadership today is absolutely necessary in today's world. And I'm sure the next generation of leaders will come from this room, from every single one of you. So I do know that one day you're going to be where I am. You're going to be where my colleagues are. In whatever the position, if you are deciding to run for offices, hopefully we would have set that first foundation for you to look up to, whether you are a Republican or a Democrat. Our community needs all of us. So consider interning in any one of our offices, and as long as we're in office, we are able to offer that opportunity. So grasp it and run with it. It's such an honor to represent you, not only in Congress, but to be a voice, one of the few voices in elected positions to represent our communities. Who knows better than the Korean Americans who represent the Korean American community to advocate for our issues, whether it's at the halls of Congress or in the halls of Sacramento, in our state, or in the hall of county government or city government. We need our voices and we need to stick together to represent our communities well. So with that, I want to thank you so much for yet again for inviting me. It's such a pleasure to be here, and congratulations for everyone who's being recognized tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, Congresswoman Young Kim, for your empowering and insightful words. Your leadership and dedication mean a lot to our community and inspire us, especially as young Korean Americans. At this time, we would like to reveal the recipients of an award granted by Congresswoman Young Kim. Please come to the front if your name is called.
The first recipient is Janelle Wong, Digo Hall, Audrey Lee, Jisoo Park, Alexis Lee,
Yana Lee,
and Ethan Lee.
congratulations to all our recipients.
to welcome a representative who has shown tremendous commitment to the people of California 47th Congressional District and to the communities that make up the fabric of the state. Please welcome Congressman Dave Min.
안녕하세요. 저는 데이비드 현관 하원 의원입니다, and I will now continue the rest of my remarks in English. I was just elected in 2024 to serve the 47th Congressional District, which is just to the north of the district that Young Kim represents. So I'm a new kid on the block. I have the privilege of serving with Representative Kim as one of 2 Korean Americans representing us in California. And it's really a pleasure to be back here at Hwarang. This is such an amazing organization. Produces such amazing young leaders, and I want to thank Howard Park, the founder, for his vision in creating this really vital public service organization. I look around and I see you guys get to grow up in such a different America than I got to grow up in. When I was growing up in Los Altos, so you guys are from Los Altos, right? Somebody know. I grew up in Los Altos in the 1980s in Silicon Valley. There were no other Koreans in my class. There were only a handful of Asians. And trust me when I say, and this may seem weird to you, Korea was not cool back then. Not at all. So it's really remarkable to see the strides that we've made, that Korean culture's made, that Korean Americans have made. I didn't have any role models to look up to. There were no leaders in the Korean community. When we watched the Olympics, we were lucky to see a Korean athlete do anything significant. So now it's good to see the Korean soccer team maybe do something cool in the World Cup, to see Korean American leaders across business, law, politics, sports, music, entertainment, to see all the pop culture being dominated by K-pop, by Korean dramas, by Squid Games. I mean, it really is remarkable for those of us who grew up with this. And I often have to tell my own kids, it wasn't always like this. But there's really a direct line from the sacrifices that your parents, that my parents made, the Korean culture, that you all are trying to carry forward, and what we've been able to accomplish in this country. The name Hwarang carries a very special meaning. The Hwarang are young leaders of the Shilla Kingdom who are trained to be disciplined, educated, courageous, and committed to something larger than themselves. And I want you to think about that idea, because that legacy of thinking about something broader than yourselves, we know is a core part of Korean culture. It's why your parents or grandparents came to this country. They didn't come here for themselves. They came here because they wanted to give you a better life. It's why my own parents came here in 1970. That had me and my younger brother Andrew, because of what this country has always represented. The idea that anyone can come from anywhere, that people can come from a poor and war-torn Korea back in the 70s and make a better life for themselves and their kids and their grandkids and beyond. That is what the American dream is about, but it doesn't happen in a vacuum. It requires young leaders to continue to carry that torch forward generation after generation. And I would say that this is our time to try to do that as Korean leaders. And that's why it's so inspiring to see so many of you, because I've seen a few generations of you guys now, and I know you guys are going to very fancy schools, many of you. You're going to be doing some great things in your career, and it'll be exciting to watch you move forward. But we want to carry forward those Korean values that we learned. The idea that even if you don't have a lot, you can make a lot of yourself, as long as you continue to invest in the next generation with hard work and the promise that the next generation will continue to carry it forward. Our parents and elders taught us that success is not just about our own individual achievement. It's about what we do with the opportunities we've been given. It's about remembering where we're from, honoring those who come before us, and giving back to the communities that helped raise us. And so again, I want to bring this back to what Hwarang Youth Foundation does, and to the people being honored today. Because that idea of service to others is something that we as Korean Americans often forget, but it is a core part of our Korean identity. It is a core part of leadership. It's a core part of us becoming more American and leading into those leadership positions. Because leadership is not just about ambition. It's about responsibility. It's about bringing others with you. It's about using your talents, your education, and your voice to lift others up. It's about understanding that empathy and peace are not just values that are passive. They require action to take form. Now, Hwarang has a saying, today's Hwarangs, tomorrow's leaders. And that is something that I believe in very deeply, because the values that you're building through this organization and ones like it, discipline, compassion for others, and service, are values that I think will carry you forward for the rest of your lives. And right now, I'm going to tell you, we desperately need new leaders. We are living at a time when the American dream, the values that this country has always stood for, are very much in peril. And I don't know where this country is going. I don't know where we are going to end up ultimately being. But I do know that every historian I talk to believes that we are living through a uniquely historic time. That when we look back at this period in 20 years or 50 years or 100 years, we are all going to be asked, what did we do at this time to step forward and try to reclaim America and make it the greatest nation on earth? What are we going to do as Korean Americans? And so you as young people who are talented, who have bright futures, you have the opportunity to step forward and answer that question. That I stood up and I asserted my values, I led at a time when we so desperately need leadership. So to the students here tonight, again, congratulations. This is a great honor. I really do look forward to seeing what you do with your careers. To the parents out there, I wanted to say thank you. As a parent myself, I know how much driving is involved, all the sacrifices you make in getting up, taking your kids, making sure they're dressed and bathed, and dragging them to all their activities. And these kids wouldn't be here without your sacrifices and hard work as well. Thank you again, congratulations, and can't wait to see what you all do.
Continued service to our communities. We are grateful for your support and for joining us today.
Next, we would like to reveal the recipients of an award presented by Congressman Dave Min. Congratulations to our student recipients, Corina Lee, Juna Kim, Gina Yu, and Jake Kim.
Mr. Tamlin Margot Lee, and Mr. David Lee.
It is a privilege to welcome the Mayor of Fullerton, California to the stage this evening. His leadership and dedication to our city has made Fullerton a stronger and more connected community. Please welcome Mayor Fred Jung.
여러분 반갑습니다. 여러분 대단히 감사하고요. 박 회장님, 너무 고맙습니다. That concludes the Korean portion. It was wild for me to be up here following the Honorable Dave Min, the Honorable Young Kim, and our extraordinary concert. I am not this important of a human being to even be up here, in my opinion. You know what? Dave Min, before he was congressman, was a state senator. Before that, he ran for Congress and he lost. Then he ran for state senate and won. Young Kim, before she was congresswoman, ran for state assembly and won. Beat a state assembly woman that has yet to lose outside of Young Kim. To this day, she reminds me of that. Every time I see her. That was her only loss. And then she ran for Congress and she lost. She lost in the most heartbreaking manner possible. She was winning, clearly, and then lost by such a small margin, it's hard for me to describe. And then she turned around and won again. And I'm reminded of both of them when I think of what challenges all of you must face. And that you shouldn't give up. And that one failure or one loss does not define you. That you get up, dust yourself off, and run again. And to that, I'm going to speak nothing about Hwarang. Instead, I'm going to give you a story about two men. Both were raised in Los Angeles in the 80s. Both came from extraordinary humble beginnings. Both were shy boys, mostly because being Korean wasn't in vogue back then. Both were routinely beat up, hazed for being different, and had a tendency to regress socially as a result. Both grew up with very violent fathers who operated small liquor stores in South Central Los Angeles, and both were the oldest of two. But they had, both of them, incredibly strong mothers who endured remarkable suffering, sometimes at the hands of their fathers, but mostly by the cruelty of and seemingly impossible economic pressures that came before the 80s and 90s, and intense language barriers for being Korean. But that's where the similarities end, because one joined the Navy out of high school, went on to become a Navy SEAL. He served this country on more than 100 active combat missions, earning a Silver Star. He left the military, went on to become a Harvard-trained physician, spending years in the emergency room at Mass General, saving countless lives. And 10 years ago, when NASA was seeking new astronauts, this individual was one of over 18,000 candidates who applied, including but not limited to test pilots, biologists, engineers, rocket scientists. Only a dozen would be selected. But he was a pilot and a flight surgeon, a combination less than 2 people have on Earth, and less than 100 have held ever in history. That remarkable human being went on to become the first Korean-American astronaut in space, and 2 weeks ago, he went into outer space. Now, the other human being, if you're not following along in the story, is me. And I dare not compare myself to an astronaut or an American hero. Indeed, Jonathan Young Kim and I have very few parallels aside from our early childhood that I spoke of earlier, which is nothing particular to most immigrants. Why the comparison is important this afternoon, and why I mention it to each and every one of you, is the capacity of the human heart to rise above our circumstances through our faith in God and our purpose in life. I may not be worthy to be your champion, I'm certainly not. But God's grace comes to each and every one of us often when we least expect it, and perhaps even when we deserve it less. A dear friend of mine when I was younger gave me a book to read many, many years ago entitled Man's Search for Meaning. Written by a Holocaust survivor, one line in the book stands out to me now, stood out to me then, and I have carried it with me all of my adult life since. Those who have a why to live can bear almost any how. And my prayer to each and every one of you this evening is that all of you find your why. Gina, you, where I am Gomamian. She walked, so many of you in the audience walked so much. My failure to you is not your failure to me. And may God bless all of you. Hopefully you turn out like John and Kim and not me.
We appreciate your leadership and your support of youth service and civic engagement. We're excited to announce the recipients of an award presented by Mayor Jung. Please give a round of applause to Yeonjun Kim,
Jonah Koo,
Ian Han, Joseph Park, Zoe Jung,
Aiden Yu,
Janice Kim,
and Joseph Lin.
아 진짜.
attend today's ceremony, so he prepared a congratulatory video message. Please direct your attention to the screen.
Good evening, everyone. I want to recognize and thank the Hwarang Youth Foundation Board and leadership for the opportunity to share this message with you all tonight. Welcome to the 2026 Hwarang Youth Foundation Charity Gala and Awards Ceremony. My name is Mark Gonzalez, and I have the honor of serving as Assembly Member for the Fighting 54th Assembly District, a district rich in culture, resilience, and community. When I think of the journey that brought me here, I think of the moments big and small, one that began from this stage, far from the state capitol, but in a household where we stretched every single dollar, where I learned how to pay bills at 8 years old, and where my mom's strength as a single mother carried me and my brothers through tough times. I witnessed so many of our institutions fail our most vulnerable. But I also learned something else, that real change begins when we come together, when we organize, speak up, and fight for one another. That's why I got into public service. I believe every Angelino, regardless of their income, their ethnicity, their zip code, the language they speak, deserves access to affordable, dignified healthcare and a good wage-paying job. Now, we are here today to honor you. With every act of community service, every person you've shared your compassion with, every new experience or challenge you've embraced, you have made a tangible, meaningful difference in the lives of people you may never ever meet. Leaders are impactful, not because of the formal position or expertise they hold, but because of their willingness to continuously learn and grow from their experiences and their drive to achieve something bigger than themselves. Leadership is an action that can be enacted by anyone, anytime, anywhere. I am proud to recognize the volunteers and community leaders tonight who advocate for the Korean American community through their sharing their culture heritage and through serving others. Tonight is a powerful reminder that there is no one hero coming to give our communities the ability to live in an affordable home with access to education, healthcare, and good paying jobs. No, we are the people who will wake up and carry on the fight for our communities. Thank you to the Hwarang Youth Foundation for being a shining model of service and unity. Let's keep working to make our communities a better place, hand in hand.
Please give Assembly Member Mark Gonzalez another warm round of applause. We truly appreciate his contributions to our community.